Abracadabra. Okay, I'm just kidding. Hi guys, it's Bethany again, coming at you again with another plan with me using a printable by Bling Bling Planners. This is their Halloween kit, obviously very spooky. This just turned into a total hot mess express. I'm just going to show you, what comes in the kit and what I'm planning on using. But oh boy, it did not turn out good. But I'm going to show it to you anyway, since I filmed it, and we'll put it together. There it is, Bling Bling Planner. It's a very cute kit. I also pulled in these overlays from Sincerely D's Designs, which are obviously upside down because that would just be how it's going. These are these spidery overlays that I did in hollow, the header overlays that are spider, and some little check marks also done in hollow. Very cute. Okay, so here we go. We're going to do the Terry Scary story. In June of 1972, a woman appeared in Cedars-Sinai Hospital in nothing but a white, blood-covered gown. Now, this in itself should not be too surprising, as people often have accidents nearby and come by to the nearest hospital for medical attention. But there were two things that caused people who saw her to vomit and flee in terror. The first being that she wasn't exactly human. She resembled something close to a mannequin, but had the dexterity and fluidity of a normal human being. Her face was as flawless as a mannequin, devoid of eyebrows and smeared in makeup. She had a kitten clenched in between her teeth, her jaws clamped so unnaturally tightly around it to the point where no teeth could be seen. The blood was still squirting out over her gown and onto the floor. She then pulled it out of her mouth, tossed it aside, and collapsed. From the moment she stepped through the entrance to when she was taken to a hospital room and cleaned up before being prepped for sedation, she was completely calm, expressionless, and motionless. The doctor thought it was best to restrain her until the authorities could arrive, and she did not protest. They were unable to get any kind of response from her, and most staff members felt too uncomfortable to look directly at her for more than a few seconds. But the second the staff tried to sedate her, she fought back with extreme force. Two members of staff had to hold her down as her body rose up on the bed with that same blank expression. She turned her emotionless eyes towards the male doctor and did something unusual. She smiled. As she did, the female doctor screamed and let out of a shock. In the woman's mouth were not human teeth, but long, sharp spikes, too long for her mouth to close fully without causing any damage. The male doctor stared back at her for a moment before asking, "What in the hell are you?" She cracked her neck down to her shoulders to observe him, still smiling. There was a long pause. The security had been alerted and could be heard coming from the hallway. And as he heard them, she darted forward, sinking her teeth into the front of his throat, ripping out his jugular and letting him fall to the floor, gasping for air as he choked on his own blood. She stood up and leaned over him, her face coming dangerously close to his as life faded from his eyes. She leaned closer and whispered in his ear, "I am God." The doctor's eyes filled with fear as he watched her calmly walk away to greet the security men. His last ever sight would be watching her feast on them one by one. The female doctor who survived the incident's name was the Expressionlessness. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a spooky Halloween. Be careful out there. Bye.